J.Lo is taking none of the blame when it comes to her divorce. She is fully putting things on Ben because of his behavior. This is according to a source. What did he do exactly? Let's dive in. Ben Affleck's unpredictable behavior was reportedly a major factor in his divorce from Jennifer Lopez, according to a report by People.
Listen, you do have a right, okay? Don't do that. That's dangerous.
A source told the outlet Ben's often unpredictable and giant mood swings ultimately divided him and Jenny, leading her to file for divorce after 2 years of marriage.
For better or for worse, have followed my heart.
You could see the weird behavior and giant mood swings, the source told People, noting that his temperament would sometimes swing from being incredibly happy and warm, the best light that emanated from him, to the deepest, darkest behavior.
Happens that in this relationship right here, I'm the bull, you're the cow.
The truth is, there was a great deal of love, but also unfortunately what became clear were Ben's strange moods that he couldn't hide from the press as much as he tried to, the source continued.
We barely paid any attention to each other at all. Just like,
The insider went on to speculate that Ben was signaling a message to the press. Around the time of their separation date, which J.Lo specified in her filing as of April 26, 2024, the former couple was allegedly trying to work through their stuff. However, it was to no avail. Jenny officially filed for divorce on August 20th, 2024, the second anniversary of their Georgia wedding ceremony.
It was like, it was a part of me then that I had to put away.
Guys, not only is his behavior what's causing the divorce, apparently he had a woman on the side the entire time, which is why he's renting a whole entire home away from Jenny, according to the source.
Following her highly publicized breakup with Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez just shared an Instagram photo of herself having fun in the summer.
Jennifer Lopez writing in the caption, "Oh, it was a summer."
According to a source who spoke to Page 6, Lopez is looking to make over her image going forward. Jennifer Lopez shared a series of photos from her single Hampton summer on Instagram, featuring photos in bikinis and a close-up of a t-shirt bearing the poet R.H. Sin's word, "She's in bloom and unbothered, out of reach and at peace." We've heard that Lopez's close family and friends, which includes her longtime manager Benny Medina, are still steadfast. Regarding J.Lo's personal life going forward, however, a source stated she's open to listening to new voices of those around her.
this is where it brought me to.
Despite Jenny's marital troubles, Lopez and her former best friend, Leah Remini, made up. Remini just declared her own 21-year marriage to her husband, Angelo Pagan, to be over. Remini's worries about Ben caused the longtime friends to talk before Lopez married Affleck in 2022, according to a source. Remini cautioned Lopez to keep in mind the reason she ended their 2002 relationship, because he is selfish and not fully committed as a partner, our source claims. According to the insider, J.Lo was so mad she cut off all ties.
There's always a thing that you don't see coming.
And declined to invite Remini to their nuptials. Remini did not attend the couple's Georgia wedding, which was also attended by Jason Mewes, Matt Damon, and filmmaker Kevin Smith. At the time, TMZ was informed by sources that the ex-scientist was assisting her daughter Sophia, then 18, in preparing for college. In July, Lopez and Affleck eloped to Vegas for their first wedding ceremony. Remini has reportedly been eager to get back in touch with her old best friend because Lopez and Affleck were having trouble and divorce rumors were making headlines. We all know Ben and Jen's tumultuous relationship. They've been on and off, and for almost a year now, there have been breakup rumors surrounding them. Well, this may have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Stay with me while I paint you a picture. Beautiful people grinning and clinking glasses on a stunning summer's day in Italy with the craggy Amalfi Coast serving as the backdrop. The focal point of the gathering is an immaculately made up Jennifer Lopez. As she gets ready to take a sip of her drink, she gives the camera a knowing smile. This marked the introduction of J.Lo's own cocktail line, DeLola. Similar to other well-known Hollywood figures like Sarah Jessica Parker and George Clooney, J.Lo had aimed to create her own beverage line in order to increase the value of her business. Because her beverage business was one of the things that broke the camel's back, as a close friend of her husband Ben Affleck stated to DailyMail.com. It's also acknowledged that the beverage company was founded before they reconciled, and Ben knew about and encouraged the venture. They even go so far as to imply that in the midst of rumors that their marriage is finally over, it helped Ben, not Jen, decide to call it quits. Why did Ben find this prominent business venture so weird? Well, according to friends, he regarded his wife's sales of vodka and tequila odd because he was a recovering habitual drinker. After all, he had battled his habits for many years. He was reported to be confused when the label was originally introduced in the previous year. The fact that he thought her sole purpose for starting her drink brand was to make hard, cold cash just made him feel more conflicted. Since 2001, when he first sought help for his habitual drinking, Ben has gone to help several times. His marriage to Jennifer Garner ended as a result of his habits. Worse, J-Lo then embarked on a highly visible promotional tour, telling the press how much she enjoys drinking to relax and let loose. She even shared a photo of herself to promote the newest item in the line, showing herself relaxing on a sunbed while wearing a swimming outfit. Ben had to fight to get his life back after overcoming the drink. Ben's buddy said to the Mail, knowing that he had lost everything, including his family's love, and that he would relapse, Jen made the decision to launch her own spritzer line in an attempt to get extra money. Jen and Ben, who featured in Oscar-winning films including Argo and Good Will Hunting, have reportedly already filed their divorce paperwork. They both understand that what they had earlier is no longer there. What appeared to be a moving story of rediscovered love for someone lost has come to a sad end. Before getting married, the couple separated in 2004 after becoming together in 2002 and getting engaged. Following his 2005 marriage to Jennifer Garner, Ben and Garner went on to have 3 kids before divorcing in 2015 and completing their legal separation 3 years later. J-Lo later wed singer-songwriter Mark Anthony, with whom she had twins which were 16 years old. 10 years passed during their marriage. After J-Lo's failed engagement to baseball player Alex Rodriguez in 2021, Ben and Jen reconciled, much to the pleasure of fans and the press around the globe. The next year, they were married in Las Vegas and had a second, more elaborate ceremony at Ben's plantation in Georgia, which was worth $9 million. The pair hasn't been spotted together months before the divorce became official though, with Ben declining to attend J-Lo's Bridgerton-themed 55th birthday celebration just recently. Rather, when the couple listed their $68 million Beverly Hills home for sale, he purchased a $20 million bachelor apartment in Los Angeles. But there were problems even last year in 2023. Ben saw J-Lo's April 2023 drink company launch, Delola, as a warning indication that she preferred her profession over him. In 2024, their respective desires, his for a quiet existence and hers for unrestricted all-access exposure, came to a head. Even though he tried to give in to her demand for attention, their disparate views on their careers caused their marriage to falter. Ben was the one to pull the plug on their marriage here, a friend stated. He perceived this as picking right back up since Jennifer had led him to believe that she was the same person that she had been when they initially fell in love. Although he dislikes walking the red carpet with celebrities, he did it because she did. He could no longer handle her infatuation with fame. She had to be loved and captured on camera. He felt as though nothing remained sacred for him because she would reveal so much of herself to everyone. This was something she had to do. Her popularity had become an integral part of her identity. J-Lo's friends also report that she had altered her appearance and manner of dressing. She says that performing is more than just a profession to her and that she ultimately felt unable to give it up. Like with her previous 3 marriages, she made the decision to prioritize fame over him. In fact, it seemed like J-Lo was basing a large portion of her recent successful commercial production on their rekindled romance. Some even claimed that he was not exactly thrilled because her new album was all about him and he didn't even like her television program, This Is Me Now, A Love Story. That documentary, which featured Jen's account of her own road to love, was widely panned and failed to connect with viewers, costing millions of dollars. According to a person close to the pair, Ben was incensed. He didn't want her to do this at all. She asked him to invest in it and be involved in a project he was absolutely against. In the end, he was glad it flopped. It too destroyed their marriage. Ben didn't want their love story to be told, only she did. During a recent solo outing in Los Angeles, Jennifer Lopez was glowing. Jenny was beaming when she got to her friend's house barely a day after she and her estranged husband got back together. The couple, who are going through a rough divorce, appeared quite hostile during the heated reunion outside the hotel. But inside, according to insiders, things were different. According to Page 6, the Bennifer tale has taken yet another unexpected turn when they were spotted cuddling up to their kids at the Beverly Hills Hotel during breakfast. A source claimed that Ben and Jennifer were at the Polo Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel, holding hands and locking lips. In addition, the insider revealed that their children were there at the restaurant, but at a separate table. After breakfast, Jennifer Garner showed up to take her and Affleck's children, and the two ex-couples drove off together. When DailyMail.com asked the representatives to comment on the shocking PDA charges, they did not respond right away. J.Lo recently wore a backless dress with puffed sleeves made of a light linen material, and she clearly exuded happiness. She seemed to be wearing little to no makeup and put her hair up in a casual, unkempt updo for her outing. She crossed the yard and headed towards the front door, carrying a brown suede drawstring bag with a black leather crossbody strap. During the sunny day, she accessorized with a matching chain necklace and enormous gold hoop earrings. She wore oversized sunglasses. On her right hand, she also had a variety of rings and bangle bracelets on. The pair's been a part of some recent strange public activities before this encounter. J.Lo and Ben's closest buddy, Matt Damon, were spotted holding hands. Thereafter, Ben was observed pecking Matt Damon's wife Luciana on the cheek. J.Lo and Matt Damon were seen having a lengthy talk at the Unstoppable premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival on September 6, 2024. It was reported that they had a serious 20-minute exchange during which they kept their heads close together. Following their breakup, reports indicate that Lopez was keen to talk to Damon about her divorced husband, but insiders say Matt had no interest in the subject. Any attempts by J.Lo to talk about Ben at the premiere was shut down by Matt Damon. An insider exclusively told DailyMail.com. It was her timing that was so awkward because she would have known that pulling Matt aside during the event to have an intimate talk was going to get picked up and go viral. The source continued, her whole hand on his hand was a nice touch, but he was not having any of it. He informed her that while he was grateful for her involvement in the movie and pleased to hear that she was doing well, he was not there to discuss Ben in any way. Then on September 13th, Affleck was spotted gleefully welcoming Damon's wife to his Los Angeles office. Affleck, wearing a navy suit, gave Luciana a quick peck on the side of the head. Ben and Matt have been pals for over 40 years. With the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay for Good Will Hunting, they made a huge splash in 1997. Affleck produced the sports drama Unstoppable, which tells the story of Anthony Robles, a man born without a leg who competes against the same institution that rejected him to become a champion wrestler. In the movie, Jennifer has a supporting part. Apparently, the darkness in Ben ultimately got to Jenny, despite her months-long effort to save the relationship, according to a person who spoke about it earlier in 2024. According to a person close to Jennifer Lopez, she loves him, she will always love him, that's the problem, Page 6 was informed. There is a darkness within Ben that no one else can resolve. Jen Garner couldn't fix it, all the success in the world couldn't fix it.
In the early months of Bennifer 2.0, Jennifer Lopez was known for keeping her man close to her heart with jewelry that spelled out his name, a Ben necklace and an Affleck nameplate. But now that the red carpet power couple's marriage is kaput, J.Lo's using her outfits to make a very different sort of statement.
I feel like there's a lot of life ahead of me.
J.Lo shared an end of August photo dump on Instagram that included, among other things, a close-up shot of a t-shirt printed with a telling quote from the poet R.H. Sin. She's in bloom and unbothered, out of reach, and at peace. I mean, if you have to wear a shirt to tell people you're unbothered, it kind of makes it seem like you might be a little bit bothered. Rightfully so though, divorce is no joke. J.Lo's second slide featured another pointed mantra: everything is unfolding in divine order. In another snap from the post, captioned, "Oh, it was a summer," J.Lo shows off a swimsuit selfie, showing off her famous behind in her go-to white one piece. Along with several family photos and puppy pics, she also included shots of herself enjoying an ice cream cone in Dior and sitting pretty in pink Gucci. While J.Lo didn't file for a divorce from Ben until August 20th, 2024, this was the exact date of their second wedding anniversary, by the way, she listed their date of separation as April 26th in the court documents. A source told Page 6 that she did this to take a stand and send a message to Ben. And as evident by her latest Instagram upload, Jennifer spent most of her summer away from her ex-Ben, even celebrating her 55th birthday in July with an opulent Bridgerton-themed bash that Ben had no interest in attending.
At the Toronto International Film Festival after party for her film Unstoppable, Jennifer Lopez and Matt Damon were observed engaging in a private conversation.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's best friend Matt Damon reportedly had a long, deep conversation.
Seated in a private corner of the party, Jennifer and Matt Damon had their heads pressed together and solemn looks on their faces. At one point, J-Lo put her hand on Matt's as he lowered his head as if in prayer, while J-Lo was rocking a vengeance dress reminiscent of a disco ball. For over 40 years, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have been buddies. With the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay for Good Will Hunting, they made a huge splash in 1997.
And the Oscar goes to Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Affleck produces the sports drama Unstoppable, which tells the story of Anthony Robles, a man born without a leg, who competes against the same institution that rejected him to become a champion wrestler. In the movie, Jennifer has a supporting part. Instead of taking the chance of a highly public run-in with his ex on the Toronto red carpet, Affleck chose to stay at home. Good idea. Jennifer Lopez spent months attempting to save her relationship, but ultimately she was unable to see past the darkness in him, according to a source who spoke out earlier this summer.
It was all like nothing really special.
The issue is that she still loves him and will always love him. A person close to J-Lo told Page 6. Ben has a darkness to him that no other person can fix. Jen Garner couldn't fix it, all the success in the world couldn't fix it. The source continued, it was believed that J-Lo had hoped Ben would attend her 55th birthday party in the Hamptons in July, which had a Bridgerton theme, but he did not. She truly believed this was the greatest love story she'd ever known, and she was finally getting her chance at the fairy tale, the insider claimed.
It's such a meta story, right?
They continued saying she just really didn't stop to consider who the actual man was in the fairy tale. Following their 2022 wedding, Jennifer filed for divorce from the Argo filmmaker just recently. She gave this everything she had, her whole heart. She would have done anything to make this work, the outlet reported, adding, but she didn't want to believe it. She truly believed love could conquer all. She opened herself up to criticism, ridicule, and countless naysayers who told her this was a bad idea, that it was doomed, that there was a reason it didn't work out the first time, the source said. But she didn't want to believe it. She truly believed love would conquer all. Despite navigating the end of her fourth marriage, a source told DailyMail.com that Jennifer Lopez was happy to head to the Toronto Film Festival to promote this film because Unstoppable means a lot to her and she wants to support it. It is a true life story that is very inspirational and she is proud to be part of it. Acting in the movie was a high point for her. The insider added, and that the movie has been getting a lot of attention and Jennifer wants it to do the best it can. She is very professional and always works hard to give her movies the best opportunities.